Taurus, hello, welcome back. Today we're doing a reading for March 14th until March 20th, 2021. We will take a look into your recent past, your present energies, and what's coming up for all of you. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Taurus, should you cross-watch. And as always, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate for all of you, and that's absolutely fine. Take the things that are for you and leave everything else behind. Let's get into your higher vibes. If you haven't done so already, it would mean so much to me to have you subscribe to the channel and be here every week, just like I am. And if today's reading does resonate for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. I do love so much to hear from all of you, and I'm very thankful for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes, and comments, and questions so far. See what's going on for Taurus. Okay. We have the entire Pentacle court here. The Earth energy is very strong in this reading. Overall energy being the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward with diligence and purpose and one foot in front of the other right now, Taurus, in whatever it is you have been working on. In the recent past, we have the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So a relationship budding here around you, or a relationship that you are part of. It's almost like you're not being a super active participant in it at this point in time. You have somebody who is presenting their love to you, or presenting, their heart, their feelings. They're wanting to be helpful for you and take care of you in some way. But you have been doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot of self-focus and reflection work, and it's been making it difficult to really create the mental space for this other person to also feel they're thriving with you. Okay, so it's important for all of us to do work on ourselves, but be mindful of how that affects those that we're really close to. In the present energy, we have the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Devil card. Again, bringing it on back to you doing a lot of work on yourself right now. Part of that is future planning. Where am I going? When am I getting there? What does my perfect future look like to me? Spending a lot of time in la la land, just planning and focusing on, when I am successful, this is where I will be. Not how am I going to become that successful person that ends up there. It's like we're thinking about this in the terms of I'm already, this successful person, even though I'm not necessarily there yet. With the Devil coming up here too, are we spending too much time thinking about a future that we are not actively working to manifest? There is so much more to manifestation than just, writing it down, saying it aloud, burning the candle, charging the water, whatever that looks like. If you are not actively putting work into the goal you are pursuing, then all the manifestation in the world will not work for you. What is for you will be for you, but it doesn't just come because it's for you, okay? You have to be actively pursuing it in some way so that it can reveal itself, it can present itself. And the energy here really is daydreaming about a time and place where you are a different person who is already very successful and what their future might look like instead of what your future could look like from who you are now. And who you are now, I will also say, is absolutely perfect. You don't need to be anybody else to achieve a great future. So you're failing to take action just because you don't think you're the right person to be taking the action yet, but you're also not working towards becoming that person necessarily. I mean, you are doing work. Okay, so maybe you're starting to become aware of this, but we have to be careful about how we're framing future for ourselves here. Going into the future energies, we have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So obviously some letting go that needs to happen of mindset, of change. Like, I think you are very self-aware about all of this, okay? I think I'm probably just reiterating things that have been thoughts that have surfaced for you recently as well. I do get that you're working right now to create some more synergy between your practical self, who maybe has, you know, deep routines and other things that you're very much a part of, stubborn earth sign that you are, fixed earth sign that you are. You likely have, you know, a way of doing things, and it's, you know, they can be predictable day to day. And you're really starting to try to expand that a little bit, to look at things from a place that is nurturing and creative and not just practical. And as a result, you're working to let go of some of the thought cycles and patterns and routines that you just take for granted as being how you do things, because you want a change for yourself right now. And I'm seeing that very clearly. And maybe we're stuck a little bit in planning phase or not knowing where to invest our energy phase, but you are recognizing that there is something not working in how you're doing things right now, and you want to change that. And I see you letting go and working to change that. We'll do some clarifying. We'll start with the Knight of Pentacles and this overall energy. Oops. Okay, we'll take you. Hanged Muse, the Three of Inspiration, and the Eight of Voices. Yeah, we're getting stuck in inaction. Okay. Feeling stuck, feeling down in the dumps, feeling trapped. But it's coming from a place of, I have done lots of planning. I have made all the lists. I have visualized a future, but I'm not moving towards it in a way that I see. And so I feel extra stuck. Okay, this all just is repetition of literally what we were just talking about here. You got to take the right action towards the something, or nothing can change. You can only plan so much without taking any action. Let's take a look in the recent past at your Page of Cups here. Do you want to? Okay, yes, that second. Muse of Inspiration, Five of Emotions, and the Nine of Voices. Yeah, whoever is concerned with your love life here is feeling left out. They're feeling like you don't have focus for them, or that you're not actively giving enough attention to them. And I think that has them feeling really frustrated, but they're trying not to let it out on you because they understand that you're like working on your own stuff right now. But be aware that if you have a relationship, and this could be also a very close friendship, doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, though with the Lovers and the Page of Cups, I would anticipate this is someone who has a romantic interest in you, or someone that you are in a relationship with, maybe still early on in the relationship, but they're feeling like you're not making the same space for them, and it's causing them resurfaced old trauma. It's causing them stress and anxiety and triggering old things for them, perhaps to do with some abandonment issues or otherwise. But they see you putting lots of energy and work and time into future, and they're not necessarily feeling how they interact with that future. And it's becoming something that is a problem for them, but they're not, I don't think, talking to you about it just right now. Let's look in the present energy at this Devil card as well. Nine of Inspiration, Six of Inspiration, and the World. Yeah, just wanting very much a new start here, Taurus, in whatever way that looks like for you. And it's like you're just staring out the window, looking at other people's lives and wishing that you were living them, instead of figuring out how you can find that same sense of success, that same sense of security, that same sense of having the life that you want. And I think it's really frustrating because I think it's going to just like continue to stand in your way of being able to take action. There's so much energy here of planning without action. So maybe the next time that we're making like a list or a bucket list or anything like that, looking at it and saying, okay, well, how do I get from where I am now to a little bit closer to that step, to a little bit closer to that goal? And really making action part of the discussion about future, because to me it's like you're making lists, you're making vision boards, you're looking at photos, you're just spending a lot of time like mentally in the life that you want but not physically there. Let's look in the future energy at the Queen of Cups, Page of Inspiration, the Queen of Voices or the Queen of Swords, and the Magician. I think this for me is a recognition that when you can find a balance between your head and your heart, that rationality with that feeling, the feeling brain that happens in here, that's when you're going to be able to actually unlock the success and security that you're looking for in your life. And I know you're actively working on letting go of some mindsets that you've held on to for a long time, some thought patterns you've held on to for a really long time to try to get there. I do see you're putting the work in, Taurus, but I understand also Taurus, very slow moving to make change, very stubborn to make change. So taking the action can be scary for those reasons. So start with small things, little things. One baby shift in the routine every day. One little step towards one of the goals you have for the long term. Take one last message here. Ace of Wands, King of Wands, and the Judgment card. The opportunity to gain the confidence in yourself and in your life is available to you. You need to find something that really excites you here, Taurus, that you can reinvest your thinking in and change your thinking about. The only way to become the person that you want to be is to define that and then define the steps to start to get there. Even if you don't fully know what they are, just taking one small step. So much of this is about you reframing how you are thinking about the action you're taking in life and how that is progressing you forward. And if you feel like you have not been progressing forward, then you need to analyze why that might be and what small thing you could start with shifting to get a little bit of momentum to pick up from. I believe in you, Taurus. I really hope this was helpful. If it was, please do subscribe, and we'll see you all next week.